We're going to try to learn how to organize your data. Workshop 10, the background. Having completed a schedule, you may report the information with different layouts. So there's different ways you can take a look at your client. There's different ways you can set it, and we're just going to play with a few right now. Again, if you go over the chapter for this workshop, which is chapter 12, you can actually see many options on how to do so. So what we're going to do first is hide and display the relationships, which we showed earlier by using the relationship lines. You can see the logic showing. So if I click relationship lines, you can hide it. Then we're going to display it again. You can also display the activity network. I went over how you can make use of it earlier. Another thing is you can control click on two of them and show both. Or again, if you click up top, it will show everything. You can control click on as much as you want as well. Um, you can use your zoom in buttons, which we touched on already. Now, what we're going to do is display the activity table by just clicking on the activity table icon. And all you have right now is the table. Now, if you click on the Gantt chart, it's going to display the Gantt chart as well as the table. So let's see an example. I'm going to click directly on the Gantt chart. It's going to show both of them. Okay. We're going to hide and display the bottom pane by using the no bottom layout icon up top. And then when you click the details, it's going to bring that into the screen. Um, Now with the bottom pane displayed, you're going to click the trace logic form, which is your trace logic icon. If you click on that, um, what this actually does is if you click on the specific activity, it would show that activity and then show the predecessors as well as the successors that come following it. Now, one thing you can do is right click, go into the trace logic options and change how many predecessors you want to see. So if I want to see 3 of them and then maybe 4 successors and hit apply or OK, it's going to show that as well. So you can see 3 predecessors and then 4 successors, or it will go as far as possible, as it can. Now we're going to click the activity details form to return. And now we're going to save a couple of layouts. So to save layouts, one thing you can first do is actually first you can make the changes you need to make and then save as the layout that you wanted, or you can save as first, make the changes, and then go save it again. So either or works. It's just a matter of quickness. So what we're going to do here is first create a new layout titled Osbuild Workshop 10 without float. So first we're going to do this layout, save as, and we're going to name it Osbuild okay. And then I'm going to make my changes and format it to the following picture. So what I'm going to do is actually right click in my columns and take away total float and free float. Click OK. And I'm going to go into my Gantt chart and go to my bars and uncheck the float bar and the negative float bar and click OK. And then I'm going to layout, save, and then it will save all those changes that we've made. Now, we're going to make a copy of this and actually create another layout. So what we're going to do first is make the changes. The changes is that we're going to go back to our columns, go to your list, and then we're going to add, go to your durations, and we're going to add total float. So I'm going to click on the last one, total float, and free float. You can click and drag, click OK. And I'm going to right click, go into my bars, and I'm going to go back and check those 2 that were just unchecked. And then I'm going to layout, save as, and then save this as with float. So now if you go into your layout, open, I just saved it so it didn't bring that option to say, do you want to save this layout or not? You can see under the user admin the two layouts that we just created. And if I was to open the without float, you can see the changes made. If I was to open the with float, you can see the change being made. So, and that covers workshop 10.